Hello, my name is Zombie Zero. Welcome back to the X Files. This is session number 30. In the previous session, we updated to the latest patch release that came out earlier in the week. We're now running on version 3.9 and using the latest version of OpenXCOM Extended because it's sort of required. And from what I read on the patch notes, most of the stuff is related to future stuff that will make sense when we get deeper into cyberweb business, but we're not at that point just yet. Some other minor fixes, including some fixes to web masteries, because apparently we've, as I posted in Discord earlier yesterday, we're missing a bunch of web masteries, which I didn't really think of until after I checked out a Battlescape save that yeah, we're missing a bunch of web masters. But as for what web mastery is exactly, it's once you kill a specific amount of people with a specific, not really a specific weapon, but a weapon of any kind, like say a shotgun, a pistol, grenades, throwables, you slowly accrue mastery medals. These do stack in multiple ways, like in my case, mastery with the light minigun, auto sniper, shotgun. These weren't updated properly, and when we get to the end of the month, I think most of these will be resolved, and we'll have our actual, like, what we should have kill-wise, because I've killed a number of things, and I would like to think I have more than just a couple masteries, given mine and a couple characters were here since the beginning of the campaign. I think the only ones that are going to miss out is Bob and Rouge, so whenever they come back, I'll need to put them on a mission so they get their mastery medals as well. That is most of the main stuff. The other thing I noticed after I updated is the power source. There's less people that can give us that knowledge. I think leaders and I want to say engineers could potentially tell us, but yeah, it's now locked behind. We either have to know about we either have to find a commander, which is usually alien bases once we get into the invasion era, or the Xeno technologists, which I did look up. When we should see these guys, it's gonna be RNG dependent, and it's gonna suck because it is needed to know Illyrium. Illyrium leads to a bunch of things that we need to know about to get the improved lab and other stuff, so it's gonna be sketchy, is what I'm trying to say, for the future. For now, we have a syndicate lab to take care of. I mean, I could take the pubs, honestly. Yeah, I'll still take the pubs, why not? Give the tank some time to rest, considering we've been leaning on it pretty heavily the past couple sessions. Also, before I forget, because I don't think I made it deported in Tallywags, we will do so. So it needs to be trained, of course, but I've been meaning to, as well as people adding names to people we're gonna be using because of their size strength. And I would say the people we have is pretty much the people I want on this mission, so let's go storm a syndicate app. The other the patch notes, we did make a fair amount of cash as well. Area 52 is getting renovated. One of the other changes I noticed is we're gonna eventually have to get people that know advanced flight training for future aircraft. Interceptors are fine for the moment, but one of the changes I noticed is that flight training is going to be mandatory for some later game aircraft. Interceptor and the Interceptor and the Sky Raider are not one of those crafts, but maybe end game or late game stuff. I haven't really looked into it. I've only looked at the patch notes. Oh yeah, that does remind me. You're gonna have to probably intercept some cars on the way back. We located a syndicate lab. We need to arrest one of the scientists and probe them for information. Go to P90 for now. I'm actually gonna stick with the auto sniper. It honestly amuses me just to be hit firing this thing pretty reliably, and it does enough damage. If it works, just keep using it. Vaughn will be using a rifle. You will be on sniper duty. Attack launcher back. Also, I did realize why stuff didn't go back sideways when we shot the attack launcher wrong last time. I forgot to make it pure gas. I'll be using these, but you never know. Also, just guys. I also says he's the first person here. Alright. Oh, that's out of the way. Let's go deal with some syndicate. Spawn near the lab, actually. Wait, where? I messed up and put dumb people in the ship, didn't I? Yeah, I should have double checked that fact. Well, this will make life interesting, I suppose. Fired that thing by accident. Alright, this should be fine. As if something in the hallway. That's a pretty small map, so probably most of the contacts in the building itself. That's who we need to nab. Don't need to overextend that much. Tempting to, but let's not be a little bit too hasty. In case she comes out, actually no, that's pre-primed to go off immediately. Should be fine. Which means the high X is exactly ideal, so let's just unprime that before I cause a problem for myself. Okay, all's well. See if it went further down. Those are just security. Those aren't really a threat. Yeah, wish I had seen it right about now. Well, at least I tagged him with his backside, so he'll take some damage. Prioritize the stent stick. Start making our way in. So I realized because we're I can probably lob a could probably lob this up and over to hit that guy. Or not. Good enough. If nothing moved, so they're further inside the lab. If backup up. We know where to not be, and it's over here because that's where all our friends are at. Not what I meant. I meant to prime it for one. Because we want this to go off at the end of their turn, so whoever walks into the hallway gets burnt. Like so. Alright, now Joe. There's our VIP. Do I have one? I do. Well, a lot of these guys are gonna get stunned, so catch. Just while we bring knockout grenades. Yeah, I'm sort of just words. I'm sort of enjoying just having that as a option. Also, Rebel second, image John Cena is imminent. Didn't kill one. Oh, that definitely did the job.
And his name is John Cena.
There's John Cena. There's the other person. Oh, spy pistol. The tower doesn't have it. Well, all I can say is Twitch is Switch. Oh, that's a little bit awkward. I didn't think there'd be security just hanging there. Or a second scientist. Well, you need to deal with that scientist before they cause problems. Yeah, you know, lab has to have some sort of way to relieve yourself. Yeah, I don't like this, but at the same time, it looks like everything else has been dealt with, so maybe this guy will just panic and surrender. Unless I happen to have another gas grenade, which I don't think I do. It's a kill grenade. Yeah, I don't. For the best. Did you really torch my dog? You jerk. Well, I hope for the best. The best is that Dora didn't die from that. Need some stitches, but that's not as bad as losing the pup. All things considered. Yeah, guy just charged himself with a incendiary grenade or napalm. Some sort of flammable he used on us. Curiosity, Rainbow. No, there's no upstairs. They're in this building somewhere. Actually, no, there's also... I really doubt it. Possibility they're in here too. No, it's there. Oh yeah, how to set... No, because the other pub sort of uses TUs in the first place. Yeah, so they're in this building. They may just surrender next turn. As for me, I guess I'm watching these unconscious people. What do you have in your person anyway? Other than that grenade, you just eat it. Yep, that's pup. Actually, did the pup had a... I'm sure, actually. I don't think the... No, I drew a grenade. That's what he did first. Anyway, Berserkers need some help to try to get this that syndicate security. They're over there. Got it. Well, rip that door. There, problem solved. And I think that was a trained pup too. Don't need spy pistols. Ammunition is always welcome now. And assault rifle will transfer over to 452 as base defense stuff. So I need more LMGs, so. Got an ancient, got the scientists. Direction opposite of Thorn, Keystone adjacent, battle scar to Thorn, 5th ward. And all this stuff I was talking about masteries not being allocated. I'm not gonna read them all, but a lot of people had masteries that they weren't awarded that now they are getting awarded, so. Also, yeah, rip up. That syndicate had a flame grenade of some sort. That's just life as a pup. You live fast or you survive longer or you get blown up. I want to make sure you get done ASAP because you have feature stuff. You do. Okay, maybe not that many scientists, but they'll just throw 10 on that. I need to deal with these matters at some point. Maybe next month or the month after. Oh, for you guys. No, not those guys. They went to deal with he went to immediately go back. That's what happened. Okay, problem solved. Did you get any stats? Not that. Yeah, Eric got bravery points, cool. Anyway, Thorn's out for 5. That's not so bad. We're getting torched. Also, did this one's no, this went to the original order. Syndicate scientists. These individuals are employed by the Syndicate to work on its secret projects. They're much like our own scientists, except that their objective is not the protection of Earth. Quite the opposite, actually. They're motivated by greed and ambition, or at best, scientific curiosity. In any case, they're completely immoral. Questionable, biggest questionable. They told us about Lady Lucy, a performer affiliated with the Hybrid Network. A Hollywood B-movie star, she's been in the spotlight for the last decade. Turns out she was actually a hybrid, using her position to subtly sway and possibly control her audience using alien techniques. She conveniently died of a drug overdose shortly after we found dirt on her, but her body has vanished and, well, attitudes in Hollywood really hurt our investigation. Interpol's been notified. We can now research the zombie implant virus, which is related to I think the MiB lab. I think that's what we had to do. Syndicate Bioterror, Syndicate Experiments, and the Syndicate Network. A bunch of Syndicate stuff that is on that list. Bioterror. What else could the scientists tell us? Tell us about critters. I love when they tell us about the bombardier beetles, so I have another one queued up. Don't think I'm gonna get to the Syndicate Network in time, probably before the. Yeah, I'm not gonna get there in time. I'll get to that before the end of the next month, so it's not gonna. It's something I'll work on later, I guess. You guys start working on the important stuff in life. Strange life form. Curiosity, I only give these guys rifles, right? And a metric ton of ammunition in case they ever get invaded. So they're gonna have to work on it at some point, but that's just. No, also the other pup got injured for a couple. No, that was a different pup. Let the tank do his job, right? And oh, we have the people. All right. Let the tank actually get some training in for once. Kodak is back from. I want to say from learning Kung Fu. Caught it at nighttime. We'll come back during the daytime for that. Capital's made. Make me a sword that will rival the katana, I guess. We went missing in the vicinity. Someone found butchered by some wild animal. Today we are fighting. Well, I'm glad the tank is ready for this because that's actually an actual threat. Luckily, the tank laughs at this stuff, but spike cores are something I don't want to get too close to. I'm gonna catch one alive. I think that's what I need for a certain item, which I'm not sure how relevant it's gonna be. How relevant it's gonna be, but might as well at least try. I'll probably do. That being said, I don't want to be outside the ship currently, because we can still get hurt. If we're not careful. Because spike bores have range and it does cutting damage, so our armor is not going to be effective against it. Okay, that guy's down. We at least got a captive for analysis. Wow, I hit that same tree twice. Okay, I love iron sometimes. Okay. That one is target. That one. I hit you from this distance. No, and snapshot's a little bit iffy. Can't you hit that target? Yes, you can. Cool. This server's getting some training. Alright, pack it up. Lucky the Cerberus and Berserker, and the tank is getting better at using their gun. Please put down the list. The spec core is actually something I was hoping to find at some point. Granted, it's a long project, so it's going to be on my list for a while, but... No, second life form. I'll have to wait till daytime, I guess. That person's arrived. Right, the Salvatore I qualify for flight training, and it's pretty much all they qualify for. Traxorus manufactured. Next work on a titanium kukuri. And our pups here. Right, more people have gone missing. This time... Oh boy, we're hunting rats today. Multiple rats. You see it, but you can't shoot at it. That sounds about right. Meanwhile, just casually hip firing through a couple windows to kill a particular rat. Safety off. Oh, hi, there's something there actually. You know, you scratching the paint job isn't exactly helping your case. Yeah, you know, the underplate just getting nibbled on a little bit. It's sort of fine. Still more rats. Okay, sure, you're on the rooftop somehow. Ah, there's only certain places it can go. I'll go that way then. We'll eventually run to the rat, or the rat will run into our people at the base. One of the two. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say maybe we'll have to look for it. Somewhere around here. Maybe over there. There, problem solved. The tank is continuing to learn on to get trained on the job some more. Kukuri's done. Flame the spy real quick. And after that, I think I have some syndicate boxes open. But there are more boxes. No, people to interrogate, not boxes. Really great month. 72-32 score. We're finally back in the positive after paying the upkeep on the interceptor. Right, and I guess since the patch update changed some stuff about accommodations, there's more than just senior awards this time. Charlie, Ghost Wizards, and one of the unnamed got a medal of Oral Watcher. Ninja Thorn Affable Hazard has been with the program for a year and a half. Sensi and two unnames have been with us for 6 months. And 2 people have been with us for a year. Amber got mastery of the Black Ops Sniper. Torpedo got mastery on the rocket launcher. Rebel got mastery for the AKM, the Black Ops shotgun, incendiaries, mortars, and the VSS. Affable got mastery for the LMG and the rifle. Episode 0 got mastery for the FN-90 and the SMG. Nobles got a mastery of the shotgun. Glacier got masteries for the grenade launcher, the shotgun, and the minigun. Or first and first. Eric got mastery of the Black Ops Sniper. Hazard got mastery on the light minigun, shotgun, and the electric club. Skynet got 4 hits of mastery for the take minigun, and Addercobb got a mastery for the Black Ops rifle. Syndicate scientists. He told us about Mongorns. First discovered in Mongolia, Mongorns roam the Eurasian plains in search of food and are very aggressive. Although not fully intelligent, Mongors seem to understand most of what we communicate to them. but they always respond with aggression. It's unclear how such an unresponsive, unreasonable creature could survive in the wilderness at all, but it's possible that they were somehow conditioned to hate and attack humans whenever possible. These creatures are troublesome to deal with, as their keen senses and animal cunning make them difficult to hunt from the air. Alright, the Anzug. We're way beyond that, but I may research it at some point. More interested in the spike more, honestly. Actually, no, I'm more interested in getting that Seneca scientist researched. Supply has been claimed. Open that box. Another saw cannon. Nice. Local code influence. Alright, the people that we accidentally killed that one time that we need to not kill this time. Right, I'm gonna try to initialize 2 people that need to get experience. So T-ports and this rook. Shazbot, once again, I'll fix that later. Well, no, I'll fix it now. Yeah, that'll probably do. Just do it this way, I guess. Okay, that works for now. But I want the people that are injured up top. Those are people on the ship for obvious reasons. Okay, up top. Rook's behind that. And me Burst Girl's chill in the back. That works. For right now, it's a new month. MiB is officially on the board since we did the activities. MiB activity last month, so MiB is aware. Congrats. I am a slight bit concerned if we can't handle their air activity, because if they kick our door down, we are screwed. For lack of a better word. Make me a couple more of these, because I used a couple of them. And after that, we'll get back to making tack implants. Actually, speaking of implants, Anyone qualified for training? Rainbow and Whisper qualify for Kung Fu. And a rook we don't really care about can get bio enhanced. As for tech implants, throw one on Tally. And put one on Eric since Eric's been flying the interceptor. A strange order insinuates itself into a peaceful village, turning the locals against us. Right, we need to make sure we don't kill civilians, in quotes. Right, and me, Moose, and Bursker will be in charge of killing the people that actually do need to be will need to be taken down. And taken, I guess. I mean, I do also want to capture more Westmen. I make no guarantees. Except for you, you probably need to get shot a couple times. Jeebus. I'll be honest, I didn't think that would tag us a couple times. Back up. Okay, he's out. Yellow is trying to go with the Sonov. I guess a pup because technically we can't really subdue them without taking them down, which sort of sucks, but I mean, it's cute you're trying to get into the ship, but yeah, no. If it was cruel and unusual, I have to use a minigun to sort of take down a pup, but the alternative is stuff I would rather not try to use if I can help it. Oh, maybe? No, he tried. The rest of them look like they're just farmers, so I'm not really that I'm not really that concerned. Now, these other guys had a ranged weapon, right? I mean, one has a pump action, but not really especially dangerous. Yeah, he tried. Don't fire. Fire. And you guys are fine. Yeah, I saw that coming. It's like I knew they were gonna fire that thing at me. Okay. Yeah, might as well. It's technically 2 targets I'm taking down with this thing. Alright, we didn't get scolded by the council this time. Alright, it'll self-research the pitchfork first. Too many farmers. Moose and Hazard now. Moose is a senior agent. Hazard is now a captain. Correctional officer to myself, Bersker. 4th and 2nd. Assault to myself. Keystone to Bersker. Patient to Deport, as well as battle scarred to him and to Jason. Hey, what? Start clearing up my reserves because there's a little bit too much action. Did I transfer a golf club? Must have forgot to. If I had one. No, just forgot to transfer it. Or acquisition. A simple tool is big and heavy, but reasonably inconspicuous in any industrial or research environment. I just wanted oddball things that gives technician if you kill with it. Also, just have some scaling based on your strength and bravery, so if you're really brave, you can use it. Same with the wrench. That person's arrived. And that's a really good spy, actually. Get you initialized soon. Get out everything else. Key, which I think I transferred. I mean, the reason why I'm doing this is the mates actually do have things they can't tell us about. Some oddball stuff, but they're in cold matters, and the mates the mates know stuff. Well, some stuff. Yep. Never found a cell phone, actually. Or do I have one? Nope, never found one. Interesting. Jarhead corpse. The Jarhead is a gruesome reminder of the technological savvy of humanity's pose. The mechanoid exoskeleton houses a small decay reactor which powers the cyborg. The brain of Jar is human and seems to be free of modification. We can now research Jarhead investigation. That gets us to places. Don't need the investigation just yet, but it's an option for we need to work on at some point. Getting a syndicate network is probably more important though. Throwing axes. An extremely ancient ranged weapon. Easy to use but hard to master. It's like the throwing knives and the throwing stars. It hits like a truck if it hits it like a truck in the hands of a throwing expert. 30 base cutting factors in 40% your strength and 20% for throwing accuracy. It comes in 3 axes. It's simple yet effective. And there's also a titanium version of it, so I know who I'm giving the throwing axes to. I should be glad to... No. I was gonna say, I should be glad that the ninjas don't know how to use throwing axes, otherwise I'd be screwed. As of them having throwing axes, doesn't drop people more often than not. Throwing axes would make things a lot worse. Beach sightings. Some beachgoers in South Africa observed a strange but not entirely human silhouette sneaking up a coastal forest and disappearing into the ocean. Council's unhappy with this. That life form. Also deports out for 2 weeks. Throw you in. And this person. And you need a 3rd break gear. Alright, people have armor again. Cool. I'll set him a side attack. It's gonna be busy. Moose, take the tech launcher in case we can use it. Oh, well, it's actually what I want, so... Actually, no, what I wanted is spiders, not beetles. We're still gonna be here for a while now. Okay, or the first shot actually just kill it. Based on the bright side, beetles aren't exactly threatening, so Rogues will feel day getting some training. As for moose, because we want one of these one of these flame beetles alive. Get this prime for use. The second, no, because I already fired and Berserk already fired. Maybe. No. Next turn. Good enough. Well, at least someone got bitten by it, so I guess I should take my luck as it is. And they're trying their best. Okay, that beetle's out of commission. Even with the tank, it's still gonna take a fair amount of time to deal with all these roaches. Well, giant beetles. I'm more surprised I'm not doing damage to these things, if anything. Because they're not that armored. I'm pretty sure they're not. Okay, at least he didn't shoot the tank. Okay, I need you to very carefully not murder the civilian. That's all I ask. Thank you very much. Yeah, that would have exploded to a billion little beetle-sized objects. Yeah, nice ration shot. More probably, civilians did not get destroyed by various things. And I was always about to fire a gas grenade, but I don't want to kill a civilian. That's gonna cause crossfire, and I know it. So let's say we tried. Take a knee just out of precaution. What's that problem? Okay, this should be fine. Nope, more beetles still. Oh, there's a flame. There's a flame beetle back there. Okay. Was there, I think. Okay, there was a lot more than just one. Good job. Now let's throw more beetles. That civilian needs to be stunned for the moment. And a civilian gets burnt. Well. Alright, problem solved. And we think we caught the beetle we needed. At least for something that's of note. Also definitely got some training for the new agents. Too many critters. Chuck that and the regular beetle. You just start researching these creatures because they actually are starting to take up space. Bombardier to Moose, Correctional Officer Cerberus, Depth Dealer and Icicle Killer to Moose, Gunner to Berserker, Incapacitator to Moose, Lucky to Berserker, Executioner and Multi-Killer to Moose, Being the Beatles of Cerberus, Elite to Moose and the Unnamed, and Mastery of the Tank Minigun and the Cerberus. They're almost maxed out on it. So I don't need the Monger, I can just chop it up. Syndicus Scientists. So let's about the Feiner Wolf. Feiner wolves are large, strong, and extremely aggressive canines. Unlike common wolves, they are solitary creatures, which can be explained by the large amount of food they require. Feiners are mostly seen in cold environments of the northern hemisphere, but are known to wander southwards to more temperate zones. They will attack anything they consider to be food, including humans and even automobiles. While not numerous, they can be a serious problem for human communities. Their shimmering fur can make them harder to target. It's a giant pupper. Abducted farmer. It's a pig. It goes oink. It's susceptible to being cut, hemmed, and, well, obviously choked. Hatchet. It's a handy tool used by mountaineers, hunters, and survivalists. It's not as powerful as a large axe, but again, it's quite handy. It's a cutting instrument. Other farmer tell us about cows, they go moo. It's a cow. Golf club. Golf is considered a sport for nobles, so why do so many scumbags have golfing equipment? It does stun damage. Very much all I can say, it's a stun. It's something you can use to stun if you really want to. Making progress with nose. And one unmade. Because I'm starting to have a problem with too many critters and too many hostages. Wow. Too many people I've abducted. And or captured. Deep sea horror. A humongous dead anglerfish has been caught near Australia. The crew had to use a crane to haul it up onto the deck, and if it was alive, perhaps it would have smashed up with the pieces. This won't help with keeping the population docile, passive, and blissful. Council representatives are helping us ID something. AK-47. The most powerful assault rifle around the world. AK-47 is reliable and powerful. It's a reliable and powerful weapon despite being significantly outdated in comparison to modern rifles. Requires troubleshoot to purchase. I prefer the AKM, but it's an assault rifle. It'll do in the early game, but we're pretty beyond it at this point. I see that. Oh, need a pallet. Put Berserker in the pilot chart for this one. Oh, they got it off in time. Okay, never mind. Back to base. Get that during the daytime, because I know it's ninjas. I don't want to fight ninjas at night. That's a bad choice. Oh, it's just trying to expand. That's what sounded like a QBU going off. Yep, I see you. I'm having so much fire. I'm having so much fun just hip firing this thing, honestly. You all deal with it in a second. I need to deal with person with the QBU. Or you. That works. $26. Oh, hi. I didn't think there'd be a second cultist. A second one of them there. I mean, worst case, he throws throwing knives, which shouldn't do that much damage. Can't afford to throw a grenade, otherwise I may end up inadvertently hitting Thorn. That works. Oh no, they swung at the tank. Whatever should I do? You'll be detected. Close. Alright, that works. Question is, where is the last one? So I could have sworn these missions had ninjas, but maybe I'm thinking of, maybe it's on occasion, or maybe there just aren't any not stealth ninjas, but actual ninjas on this map. Alright, I guess I need to start applying myself. That is me. Ah, there. Oh, the last one. It's the last more annoying to try to find. I still killers for myself, as well as mastery of the auto sniper. Right, chop this guy up a little real quick. And start working on attacking plans. Could afford to put a couple more engineers on the payroll. Yeah, is there just passing the time mostly. Biding our time, seeing when MiB starts to arrive, because they are on the board officially. Syndicate network. Our initial investigation into Syndicate allows us to identify a few connections with the corporate sector. The organization is built on a worldwide network of companies which serve as their moneymakers and public representatives, sometimes even unknowingly. The area to proceed with stopping the Syndicate from doing more harm was identify its companies and seize their data for investigation. However, we can't just go in cannons blazing from the sky. We need to do it discreetly. I'll guess the location, you send us civilian car agents wearing civilian clothes, or bam, the data's kaput. I really don't want to start doing the Jarhead investigation. It's on my list, it's not really priority one for a couple of reasons. Although honestly, upsetting the Syndicate really wouldn't be that bad considering we have an interceptor, but still. Oh. Can we do this? Medical facility for manufacturing military robots had a major malfunction, causing their automated mini tanks to go rogue. Support medical personnel, unaffected mini tanks and tank killers, in subduing the robot rebellion. It's doable. I'm just always squeamish about fighting tanks of all things. Yeah, I'm gonna want non-actual trained people for this. No. Okay, so what if I'm actually gonna use a multi-launcher? I know what it does. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna do this. I'm just not sure if it'll be during the nighttime or not. Well, we'll wait till daytime if it stays active. Let's get rid of set. All I can say is this is gonna be our 0.5. Honestly, I should have gave him the jump coat, but maybe I could slice a tank in half if it's close by. I know I could use it, but rocket launcher. As a just a case measure, honestly. Okay. We had to be careful on this one for obvious reasons. Because we are fighting tanks, and if a tank look at us funny, we are gonna get destroyed. That being said, I don't want to send a tank out because it could probably take a hit. I don't want to see how much damage it could take from a full TU tank, so we'll hold our ground for now. Also, don't fire the rockets point blank. There are friendly magma and friendly tanks on this mission, but we're probably gonna have to get our hands dirty on killing the tanks ourselves. Of course, there's multiple of them. Might have to go back a turn, honestly, for this one. Did I really not do damage to the thing? No, it definitely hit. Yeah, I must do it back time in time because I know for sure someone's gonna get dropped by that thing. Right, one of those tanks. Can I maybe throw a high X over there? No, because I'm too far. I'm too far at a really weird angle. The tank sees us? That tank sees us for some reason. I mean, I sort of wish I could just run up and just slice a tank in half, but that may not be the wisest choice. Where did that land? Oh. That may still bite me in the butt, honestly. Well, fun's happening out there, that's for sure. Oh, well, there's a tank I'm looking for. That's why we like the ancient guitar, just slice a tank in half. It's funny because it shouldn't work like that, but it does. Did I really film what I did? I'm hoping this isn't a kill. Otherwise, I'm in for maybe time magic shenanigans. Thank goodness. I may have killed the magma guy by accident though. Yeah, I killed a magma guy by accident. Oopsie. There's one of them. Well, if I want more rocket launchers, there's more rocket launchers. But yeah, I need to be careful about my use of heavy ordnance. That's not a choice. There was a bloody. There was sort of a tank in our spawn location that needed to be dealt with. In fact, I might pick up that rocket launcher we're able to use, honestly. Get the attack launcher, not really working out. Oh, also I forgot to play Moose. Deploy the Moose. Just don't fire the rocket. Don't fire the rocket. Fire the attack launcher. That's where they're firing at. There are 2 tanks over there. Because I don't trust myself to find a rocket door window. I'm just gonna do that right now. I mean, I trust myself. I don't trust myself doing my history of accidentally causing poor life decisions to happen. Oh, that's not what I want to look at, actually. Tank should be able to take one of those hits. I didn't think there'd be another one there. Get up top. Doors are closed, that's fine. Okay, another tank down. We know there's one more tank. I'm not sure where I effed off to exactly. Unless that was a tank, which I really doubt. I mean, I think any remaining base MiB personnel's dead. Oh, there you are. You're where I think you were at. Did they even do damage? Some damage. The minigun didn't, in fact, tear the thing apart. The armor pretty much has done their job. That area secured, and they're not going to get close enough to finish the job. Oh, there was a space personnel still alive. Oh, hi. There we go. You know, just tear apart the front plate. Yeah, we did kill base personnel, but at least we solved the problem. Also, free tech launcher. Don't need the rockets, though. Tempting as it is. Oh, someone had heavy cannons. We'll keep the extra rocket launcher, though. Rocket scientist Brisker. Not that. Should come with a reward, right? Yeah, message. Titanium ammunition. With the knowledge of how to process the ultra-strong yet lightweight alien alloys, we can now manufacture titanium bullets capable of withstanding higher muzzle velocities without disintegrating, firing from alloy casings that are lighter yet stronger than previously possible. We can now manufacture a number of titanium bullets, such as double barrel shotgun, magnum rounds, and various titanium shotgun shells. Megwa wants to talk to us, and we can now research the titanium cannon. Westman. Exorcism and blood. In the 1980s, some devil worshippers took refuge in a farm there was someplace in Poland. I'm never gonna try because that looks even more Greek to me than usual. Shortly after, the village became plagued by various sinister incidents, from animals dying of complete blood loss to abnormal weather. Some locals complained to the authorities, but these cases were declared to be freak accidents, and the whistleblowers were dismissed as superstitious. This shortly came to an abrupt end after one night the entire sect was murdered with a combination of World War II era weapons and common farm tools. The culprits were never found, but all documentation related to this case quickly disappeared in the vast archives of the Ministry of Public Security. But several citizen militia members, now retired, whisper about horrifying things found on the farm. An altar decorated with blasphemous iconography, a storage of unidentified veiled liquids, rough cells for keeping human sacrifices, a massive magical circle in the barn, etc., etc. The story is not fully understood, but everyone involved agrees that something terrible has been prevented. Made. Oh, ironically enough, we got the one research I wanted to at least showcase. Staff input, my servant academia. Those maids are quite something, aren't they? Professional, discreet, good-looking, educated, and formidably tough, while staying perfectly within normal human limitations in every regard. You would think they came from some military force, but apparently no. There's nothing to confirm this. Considering their standardized skills and global presence, the chief intelligence officer and I forged a daring hypothesis. Some sort of secret maid academy, supplying the underworld with highly specialized domestic servants. I realize this sounds a little over the top, but we cannot rule this possibility, right? And by the way, in case this gets confirmed, I volunteer for an infiltration mission to investigate this suspicious institution. I believe that my skill set would be just right for it, and besides, you and me both could profit from such a change of pace, no? I can at least be content that we got the one research I wanted from the maids. Well, I still researched the rest of them, of course, but I can at least be happy that I wasn't trouble with like other topics I could have pulled. What else have we had in our cells? Westman, Lagoon, and a farmer. Goon and farmer. Westman. West. What else could the Meg tell us again? A couple things. And then I was gonna transfer that syndicate agent. I guess the hybrid takes a while, right? Yeah, not that long. And syndicate agent. And with the other research I have, these guys take long. 10-day projects, 5-day. Yeah, put on the cannon. And that's on the list. We'll eventually learn how to manufacture more titanium stuff, but all the titanium ammunition hits harder, but we still need alloys, and that is still something I can't really sacrifice much for currently. But all titanium ammunition hits harder than its regular counterpart. That are life form. I'm paranoid because I have to check every single one to make sure it's not an ambush. Actually, I'm thinking about it. Can anyone else be trained? Moose qualifies for Kung Fu, actually. Make it so. And I have a tech implant. That I'll throw on Jason. Right, so you and Bison and Berserker. Oh boy, more size attacks. Oh yeah, Bison was was on a zombie mission. Well, it could be attack launcher duty, I guess. Okay, this time we're fighting. Oh boy, sized rat attack. Well, we're gonna be here for a second. Right, don't fire, don't fire. That should do the job and not kill Thorn, so we'll check back on that in a second. I'm honestly not sure if there's more rats, I just don't see that. We're about to tear into Thorn in a second. Will I try to recruit any giant rats? We'll see. I haven't really gotten to the XCOM rat research. Actually, no, I can't anyway because I don't have space in my creature pins to capture rats. Which is the unfortunate part, so I can't capture rats even if I want to this time. To be fair, I wasn't expecting to fight a settlement-sized rat attack, so a little bit on me. I know people say they're good for spotting ninjas, but I never really used rats. I would like to catch one in honor of someone I used to watch on Twitch, to name after them, but I haven't really used rats to detect ninjas. Oh, and there's a rat. That's probably gonna bite me in the butt in a second. This Spicy could punch that rat. That way and hope for the best. That's stupid. Also, Doran's eyebrows just got shaved off by that. I might just say F it. Yeah, I'm gonna say F this mission. Just get out of here. This is not worth it. Because people are gonna get nibbled on and killed. Yeah, case point. I mean, I will say that the high X not killing Thorns, the high point of this mission. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this one. We already dealt with a settlement-sized roach infestation. I mean, beetle infestation. Also, I think the tank's about to die from all the rat bites. As Berserker, yeah, I'm definitely gonna back it up. Yeah, the tank. The rats chewed through the underplate of the tank and almost killed it. Yeah, I'm just gonna say after this mission, it's not worth it. I was thinking maybe, but yeah, no, we're good. Oh, I had singular space, but I wouldn't need two rats anyway to research how to tame a rat. One to get the research, one to get to all the stuff required for it. Worker and syndicate. MiB message number 4. To Axon from MiB Corp. Commander of the MiB Corporation would like to thank you again for your more than adequate assistance. Perhaps you'd be interested in purchasing yet another exclusive product of ours, the famous autocannon. Surely you will appreciate its perks. We can now acquire the autocannon. Motorman. Subculture Motorman. These people feel that some kind of war is going on and think we've already lost. But they also think nothing ever changes and that humanity will survive somehow. They are fast, die young, steal the last drop of energy from a civilization doomed to ruination. That's their motto. In practice, they travel between smaller towns and wherever they go, they spread chaos and steal what they need. Right, autocannon. Nice, that's a pretty long project to research. Well, it'll be your guys' job once we get through more interrogations and stuff. Actually, no, have they'll get to it at some point. Bob and Rouge are back. More hands to get through the backlog of tech implants to install into people's brains. Council's giving us another one of their agents. And marksman. Yeah, I bet it got. Well, I knew that was going to happen at some point. What time is it? If it's something I'm going to do, it may have to wait till next session because it's going to be a bit of a doozy. We located a small alien base a few kilometers under the surface. We'll have to attack from nearby caves. Environmental conditions are suitable for humans. I'm honestly not sure how viable it's going to be, honestly, but it would give us some very early alien captives if we could pull it off somehow. I also forget if the tank is allowed on this mission. If it's not, then oh boy. Tell you what, before we do call it good for today, I just want to know, for my own curiosity. Otherwise, between sessions, I'll set people up to maybe assault this mini base. We'll see. I just want to know from my own curiosity if it's like the other cave missions or not. I know what to expect. I just don't remember if tanks are allowed or not. No, it's not allowed. It's not allowed because we're not allowed to have fun with our tank cheese. Okay, so between sessions, I'll have a team set up to deal with the Kaidanite base. I know what to expect. I just was curious about the tank.